behalf of all the choirs, we'd like to thank everybody that's helped us put this show together. We'd like to especially thank Nodi, Dr. Bowling, and all the specialists and parents that helped with all their time to help us get this prize. Thanks.
This is a very serious drama. It's sort of a problem play. It's about capital, and it's about labor. Now I wouldn't bother to go tell all you all this, except that later on, if you happen to see a whole bunch of naked women running around through the woods, I don't want you to get any wrong ideas. This play is full of symbolism. I work in the sleep-tight pajama factory in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Pajama game is the game. I'm proud to be in the pajama game. I love it. I can hardly wait to wake and get to work at 8. Cause nothing's quite the same as the pajama game. I'm an executive. I'm a time study man. I can tell you per second exactly how many stitches go into a pair of our pajamas. I can time pretty much of anything. But you'll see that when we get down to the factory. All right, let her go. All right, girls, hurry it up. Come on, you can't waste time. I got my stopwatch on you. Hurry up, hurry up. Now watch for the symbolism, because here comes the president of the union. Boy, he's sharp. He knows what's going on around here.
Hey, I lost my lunch bucket. Anybody see my lunch bucket?
I told you he was sharp.
Her is the cutest one.
Oh, he's relaxing. There's another side to his character.
How about it, Press? If we don't get the 7.5 cent raise by the end of this month, we strike. You said it. You said it.
See how ideas keep creeping through? That helps take the sting off the sexier parts. Look out, here comes my boss, Mr. Hasley. There's capital for you. Capital with a capital C. He's a great economist.
Wait! Turn on those darn lights! Where's my secretary? Gladys!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Where's the new superintendent?
We don't know. We can't find him. Oh, here's Mabel. She'll know.
Where's Sorokin?
Well, he's around the plant somewhere, Mr. Hassler. First there was a leak in the water tank. Then he went down to the boiler.
Of course. Well, go find him!
Yes, Mr. Hassler.
Thanks. Take a look.
Yes, sir.
Dear Board of Directors, employees' demand for a 7.5 cent pay raise absolutely unnecessary. And further, Hines,
Yeah, Chief.
keep things going for me.
Okay, Chief.
And furthermore,
Hurry up, girls! You can't waste any time. I got my stopwatch on you. Seconds are ticking. Come on.
We can fix this while they're at lunch. No, it's number 9.
This here's super.
Thanks.
He won't last. A Chicago guy. Yeah, he don't belong in this town. Whole second floor is down there looking for him. They couldn't find him. He was fixing a boiler. And then he yells at me, I don't stand for that. There's plenty other places I can work.
Give me a screwdriver.
And you know what they're paying up at the packing plant? 93 up. That ain't name either.
Screwdriver.
Mr. Broken.
Yes, Mabel?
Mr. Hassler's gone to the shipping room. He wants you there right away.
Tell him I'm busy. I can't.
Yes, I know. Mr. Hassler's kind of difficult sometimes. You're the 3rd superintendent we've had this year.
And I'm the last one you'll have this year, Mabel, because I want this job.
Now you're talking, boy. I'll tell him you're awful busy.
Thanks.
And you know what they're paying up the casket company? 84 and up.
My gosh, you'd be a sensation up at the casket company. Maybe you could get a job just lying around the coffins all day. Now hurry up.
I'm hurrying.
Well, hurry faster.
Hey, you can't do that to me.
The heck I can't. I just did.
Well, I'll fix you. I'll get the grievance committee.
Go get them. It'll give you something to do.
I'll have to take that stuff off nobody.
Go away, boy. You bother me.
I'll show you. On my weak arm, too.
That grievance committee can start quite a rhubarb.
Ah, the whole town's a rhubarb.
You'll get used to it.
I hope so. We still need a fuse and we're gonna have to have a larger switch.
I'll go down to the storeroom.
Give him a hand. Move! It's not like the old town. You don't take long to find that you're in a cold town. You didn't buy a round-trip ticket to this cold, cold new blue town. Well, nobody asked me to come here, and nobody asked me to stay. Made up my own mind, and I know that I'll find my own way. Since that first day that I said hi town, they've gone well trying to make me say goodbye town. But I won't leave until I make it my town. They'll see this one horse too big pick up a new town ain't gonna lick me.
Mr. Hassler wants to see you right away.
Did you get lost?
I had to fix the number 9 machine.
I expected to in the shipping room.
Don't pay any attention to him, Sid.
Thanks.
Hey, when'd you get so familiar with him?
Oh, Sid!
What's that supposed to mean?
It doesn't mean anything. I was just trying to be friendly.
Friendly. You're always flirting.
Oh!
Dancing on the green. Listening to jukeboxes.
After this, when I call for you, I'll inspect you. That's the way we run things around here.
Sorokin, I told you to be careful. When I heard about you beating up that boy,
I didn't beat him up.
he's dangling his arm like it was hurt terrible.
Oh, let him take it up with the committee.
He's doing that, don't you worry. Here comes Dave Williams.
Good. I'd be delighted to talk to him.
All right, mister, here's the grievance committee.
Oh ho, this is the committee.
That's right, Mr. Sorokin. This is the committee.
Charlie, this grievance committee is different.
Never mind the snow job.
Look, I'm sorry. I shoved the kid. What's the next move?
He says you hit him.
Look, I'm sorry, Miss Williams.
Her name is Miss Williams.
What's the difference?
Oh, sorry, Miss
It
Williams.
doesn't matter.
Well, he ought to know the committee's right name.
Take it easy. Look, Mr. Sorokin, I have quite a few problems of my own right now. This helper says you socked him.
He does?
Yes, I do.
Let's say I shoved him. This sounds more refined.
Mr. Sorokin, Mr. Haskell wants to see you up in his office right away.
Tell him to. Tell him okay.
Now, you folks want to see a crisis. Our tops are 15 minutes behind our bottoms.
Let's be practical. This is a lot of darn nonsense.
We don't happen to think so, Mr. Sorokin. You're not supposed to strike an employee. We have rules about that.
I know. For both sides, I hope. Look, I'm going to spread it on the table. This young man needs vocational guidance.
You think so?
He wants to be a bank president. He's not happy as a factory helper.
I don't see what all this has to do with it.
Forget it. Well, it seems you haven't made a very good impression on our new superintendent.
You ain't got no right to shove me around, especially on my weak arm.
Look, Miss Williams, I got to get this factory going. Do you mind if we take this up later?
Of course we can, Mr. Sorokin. That's in the rule book, too. Go tell the nurse to check your arm and send me a report.
Can't shove me around. Broke once already.
Thanks for your cooperation.
It's all in the rule book.
I must read that rule book sometime.
You certainly should.
All I got to say is, you're the cutest grievance committee I've ever had to deal with.
All right, girls, come on. Hurry up. I got my stopwatch on you. Keep it moving. Tip the spigot. Keep it moving. Come on.
You elected me president, now you gotta have confidence in me.
But I always say...
Look, this is no time to be talking about no ultimatums and no strikes.
Yeah, but the 7.5
Wait a
cent raise.
minute. There ain't no question that we're gonna get the 7.5 cent raise. Other companies are paying it, and we're sure as heck entitled to it. But we gotta be smart. Wait till old Hassler's got so many orders in, he can't afford to shut the factory down. Then we got him. You bet.
Well, I don't want no super to try and shove me around.
Hiya, Fred.
Hello. Say, babe. Whatever happened to that kid that got hurt? What does the super have to say for himself?
That one's for the birds, Prez. That kid hasn't even got a bruise on his arm. He's a faker.
You think so, huh, babe?
Sure, he's a phony. If that guy Sorokin ever really hit him, he'd break him in two.
Okay.
Mr. Sorokin is so strong.
What's this?
The new super, you know. I think it's simply don't you?
I didn't notice.
I noticed.
I thought Meg was noticing too.
Yeah, she lit up.
You girls are getting...
Come to last, babe.
Oh, get off it! I hardly looked at the man. I'm the grievance committee. Love, are you nuts?
Some people can't tell me. It's so...
All you gotta do is say hello.
to bend your ear with. So before they start, I'm here with stay. I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not not a bit, not a mite. Though I'll admit he's quite a hunk of guy, but he's not my cup of tea, not my cup of tea, not he, not an ounce, not a pinch. He's just an inch too sure of himself for me. Notice that beneath the thinking that in his eyes, say I'm sorry, keep that no steady man down to his eyes. Already he has a tiger when he's mad.
And I bet he cries like a little boy when he's sad.
But I'm not at all in love, not at all in love, not I'm not as strong, not a hair. I don't care if he's as strong as a lion, or if he has the rest of you side. You may be so, but this girl ain't buying. I'm not at all in love. She's not at all in love, not at all in love. No, not a bit, not a crumb. Just be the summary that gives her that comfort. She's not at all in love, not at all in love. She's not a sniff, not a bite. Just be the light on the ceiling shining there in her eyes. He's young and handsome and smart, and we can get over it. But this lady's heart, it doesn't affect a bit. It's easy to see that her tiny grin is the grin she always wears. And she's breathless because she read of the flight Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Obviously.
Naturally.
Certainly.
He's not at all in love, not at all in love, but she. No, I'm not a lot, not a touch, no, not much. When I fall in love, there'll be no doubt about it, 'cause you will know from the way that I shouted. You're shouting. I haven't fallen, she hasn't fallen. I'm not at all in, she's not at all in love.
They're in the file.
Where's your boss?
He's on the first floor. A couple of girls had a fight. Superintendent's office. Yes, Sid. Dolores Paradiso. That's her name. She's supposed to be very elegant. She can sew a button on a fly like she was pouring tea for the Queen of England. Come in. She can pull hair all right. Those girls spoiled a piece of goods. When Mr. Hassel finds out, there'll be blood everywhere.
You want to buy a ticket for the picnic?
Might as I'll get it over with.
$1 and all the soda you can guzzle.
Oh, no soda for me. Gives me heartburn, something awful.
Me too.
You?
Say, Mr. Heinze, you gonna do that light throwing act again this year?
I suppose so. There seems to be a certain demand.
Was you honest on the real stage?
That's where I met him, Pixie. He was throwing knives at women in the Majestic Theater.
Is Mr. Hassel in his office?
No.
Here, with hard-earned dollar. And I hope that him ain't as salty it was at the last two with Big Neck. I was dried up for a week after.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing going and leaving a note on his desk? Carrying on the smoking, huh?
Oh, Vernon.
Oh, I saw you put that note there. I'm not blind. That's why you wore that low neck dress to work today.
Scream, Vernon. You just make me scream.
Alrighty then. I dare you to tell me what's in it.
Read it, then go cut your throat.
Payroll, $7,502.01.
That means I love you in Morse code.
Ain't you ashamed of yourself, Heinze?
Now that we've got that all settled, do you think you can trust me as far as the ladies' room?
I'll never be jealous again.
Maybe I'll give you cause someday.
Oh, Heinze.
I mean it this time. I'm a new man. I've learned my lesson.
Stick to it.
Absolutely.
That's easier said than done.
I can do it.
I knew it, but let's take an example just for fun. Picture this, you're sitting and waiting for her to come back from a date.
There I am. I'm sitting and waiting for her to come back from a date.
There she comes, her glasses unbuttoned, her stockings are not very straight.
She comes. Her glasses unbuttoned, her stockings are not very straight.
Later on, she gives a bouquet with a card in it saying to Big Babe, you were great. Well, Heinze, what would you do then?
I would trust. I trust her. By George, I swear I would trust. No one will ever be jealous again.
Way to go, Heinze. Let's take another example. Picture this. You've nothing to do, so you stop by the chapel.
There I am, with nothing to do, so I thought by the chapel.
Something's up. The window is open and Gladys is pushing a smile.
Something's up. The window is open and Gladys is pushing a smile.
Then you see a shirt and a tie and a pair of pants and a nice neat little home. Well, Heinze,
I would trust. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll never be jealous again.
way to go, Heinze. You're practically cured.
There will be no more nightmares to sleep through. No more keyholes to peep through.
Voices to breathe through.
Well, that's my plan.
Now that you're a new man, picture this. You go to your sweetie's apartment to borrow the key.
There I am. I've gone to my sweetie's apartment. I borrowed.
There she is. She's giving a sailor a very affectionate
There
squeeze.
she is, giving a sailor a very affectionate squeeze.
Then to boot, she tells her she was in the arms of her cousin who's back from overseas.
Our cousin from overseas? Do you expect me to believe that?
Heinze?
I would trust her. I would trust her. By George, I swear I would trust her. No, I'll never be jealous. I'll Why, it's just as Fulton Lewis Jr. said last night. Say, you listen to Fulton Lewis Jr., Sorokin?
Well, I'm rather flexible in the matter.
Say, has he got them number? Keen mind, one of the greatest thinkers in our country today. Why, it should be in every executive's country. Everybody should listen to him. Hey, what's this book doing here? This book shouldn't let lying around. Where's my secretary? Gladys!
Yes?
Where have you been?
I've been to the ladies. Isn't that all right?
But this book!
Oh, you scared the life out of me. I got the key right here. It's all right.
You don't understand. I don't want this book left lying around. Is that clear? If I can't trust Gladys, who can I trust?
I wouldn't know.
My God, wait a second. What was my book doing here anyhow?
Say, Sid, who's this Fulton Lewis Jr. guy he's always talking about?
He plays third base for the Chicago White Sox. That old man sure has a bad case of book-itis, hasn't he?
Oh, yes.
I wonder if you've got a skeleton locked in there or something.
Hey, Mabel, tell me something.
What kind of girl is this Babe Williams?
Babe? Oh, she's peppy, full of spunk.
Is she married?
No, not quite.
What do you mean, not quite?
Well, she was close once. She was engaged to the Johnson group. Then, at the football game, she pushed him off the end of the bleachers and gave him a concussion. That ended the engagement.
Outdoor girl.
Gladys is crying. She's hysterical. I don't know.
She brought the book up here to enter the cost totals, Mr. Hassler.
Why didn't somebody say so? My gosh!
Give me ladies' pants. Zish Bupres, Sorokin speaking. Say, whatever happened to that helper I'm supposed to stop? I'd like to get it settled right away. Could you send up the grievance committee? Thanks.
I heard you had night court.
You hear things easier around this place. Next thing you know, they'll be talking about us.
Don't think it hasn't been mentioned.
Memo, cutting room foreman. Too many rejects on rayon crepe numbers. Come in.
Hello.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
Look into it and report back.
I'll be
I
right
wanted-
here, Mr. Hassler. Class is still crying, and Mr. Hassler wants me to take a few letters.
I wanted to talk to you about that assault and battery case.
Well, we thought we would just forget about that, Mr. Sorokin.
Yes?
Yeah, we all knew that was a lot of nonsense. To tell you the truth, we've had trouble with him before.
Oh, I can believe that.
If you only knew what I had to go through just for him to kick across with a screwdriver. I'd have been justified if I had something.
Well, we won't go into that. But anyhow, we have it down in our books as a slight nudge.
Personally, I think a little physical punishment is good for people every once in a while.
Oh, you do, Captain Bly.
Well, no, not exactly. Sit down for a minute, will you, Miss Williams? How about going out on a date?
What?
Go out to dinner some night.
Well, I don't know.
You know, check up on some of the local hotspots.
Thanks. But I don't think so.
What is this strange power I have over women?
It really wouldn't work. Not at all.
Looks like I struck out that time.
It's really nothing personal. You see, you're the superintendent, and I'm the grievance committee.
Have all girls fill out time cards and check properly. Memo to Sid Sorokin. Hey there, you with the stars in your eyes. Love never made a fool of you. You used to just shut up. Better forget her. Her with her nose in the air. Dancing on a puppet on a string. Break it that she won't care. She won't care for me. Take this advice I hand you like a brother. Or are you not seeing things too clear? Is it all blooming in one ear and out the other?
Hey, wait a minute. Hey, Eddie.
I love these picnics. I always come back for the road for them. Last time, I sold a lot of sleep-tight pajamas, believe me.
Oh, you did, eh?
I knocked in for a loop in Mass one. Chili, Van Loon, Napoleon. Finest season I've ever had.
Well, I have to make the announcement about the mix-up. There seems there ain't going to be enough baked beans to go around.
Oh, Meg.
But there's plenty of potato salad. And those who don't care for beans can go heavy on the potato salad, and vice versa.
Hey, where's Ozzy, Gladys?
He couldn't keep up with me.
Boy, they gotta be good to keep up with you. And this is the day I say, let yourself go, huh?
You want to go someplace?
Ah, you know what I mean. Say, that is a mighty nifty outfit you got on there. I'd go for that.
I don't know. I brought another dress along too. Heinzie says this is too revealing.
Oh, it ain't you nothing. You tell Heinzie to go roll a hoop down Main Street. You have got class, honey. You are beautiful.
I know I'm beautiful. Probably the most beautiful girl north of Keokuk, Iowa. But you got a girl, Prez.
Oh, forget about that. Her and me as total strangers. We hardly talk anymore. Listen, baby. I wouldn't ever tell this to nobody else but you. To nobody else but you. I wouldn't ever tell this. What I mean to say is you're different from the rest. Baby, you're the best. And I wouldn't ever tell this to nobody else. time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you at this time somebody, and you don't actually need no introduction, on account of we all know him. And it's always a great pleasure to have him with our midst. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you our boss, Mr. Myron Hester. Okay, Mr. Hester.
Thank you. My good friends, we are part of a great industry, and to that industry, we owe our lives and our daily bread. And in return, we must recognize the stern obligations placed upon us in these terrible times of economic upheaval and governmental chaos. Why, I can never remember a time when competition was so ruthless. Dealers so cantankerous, cost outrageous, and profit margins sunk so low. My good friends, pajamas are at the crossroads. And whether this company can go on is entirely up to you. Whether this company can weather the storm of rising costs is a grave question. And so I thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Hassler. It's always great to have you with us. And certainly nice to hear from you. Now, first thing, before we leave the festive board, there'll be a knife throwing exhibition by Professor Vernon Hines.
And I never miss.
The baseball game will start at 1:30 sharp, between the finishing room and the ladies' pants. Now, this is going to be a grudge contest, so it ought to be good. Now, who wants to be my partner for the three-legged race? That's all.
Me for the baseball. I want to be in the three-legged race. You can't win if you don't practice.
Hear you, this way for the not throwing. Hear you, this way for the not throwing.
Hello, Gordon. How about another root beer?
All right.
This way.
It's where the refreshment stand is.
No, it's this way.
This way for the not throwing. Hee.
Well, if it isn't the grievance committee,
Oh, hello.
I've got a grievance. There's this new fellow down at the factory named Sid Sorokin. He's been knocking himself out trying to be a dandy fellow, and he can't even get to first base.
You tell him, Miss Williams, he's a very cold, hard-boiled dog, and he wouldn't like her at all if he got to know her.
I'll tell him, but he's an awful problem. Stubborn as heck.
No, I don't, darn fool! Some people don't have any sense at all. What happened to you? Stay out the open, honey. Don't get down in them woods.
Hurry! We're right through! Step back, Paul! Now, hurry for the riot of thrills!
Wait until I place the knives.
Introducing Professor Vernon Hines, master of the fine blades. It is sensational demonstration of iron skill and nerve, exactly as performed before the crownheads of Kansas and Missouri. Now, Professor, are you ready?
I am ready. Say, is the trained nurse in attendance?
The trainers is here.
Good. The excitement may prove to be too great for some of our fair spectators. Ladies and gentlemen, your kind attention, please. A one, a two, a three. Get back! Here we go. To stand against the board, I shall show you this action as it should be played.
No, I think we all want to live. It's too dangerous.
Don't make a darn fool of yourself, Bernie.
This is an outrage. 11 years in the public eye, and I never drew a drop of blood.
Hey, Heinzie, I'll do it.
Oh, hey, now, don't get...
I'll do it. Don't be silly, babe.
show him, kid.
I don't think she should.
No, she shouldn't.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Jeez Louise, how do you think I feel?
Now cut that out.
Give it to me.
She's shaking, Becca. She's shaking. You better not. Something awful is going to happen.
Yeah, don't be a darn fool.
Keep out of this. Go on, shoot, Professor.
1, 2, 3.
I think that's enough. Now cut it out, all of you. Clear these tables out of here.
Well, this is outrage. I've been throwing knives for years, and my skills never been questioned before.
I'll go drown yourself.
Hey kids, Mr. Hassler's playing first base, and he is so funny. Anybody want to come? Hassler, first base is funny smoke. Can I go?
I tell you, I'm not jealous, Les.
I didn't say you were jealous. I said you were drunk.
You can't have everything.
Where are you going, May?
No place special.
My, you're an impetuous girl.
I get along all right.
That defiance policy of yours is going to get you into trouble someday, Captain Williams.
Well, it's been working out all right so far.
Listen, I've got a new policy in mind for both you and me.
Oh?
Let's quit fighting.
What fight?
Come here, Catherine.
Where are we going?
Babe and Sid are going for a walk together. The new policy. Gee, babe, you're terrific.
You're not so bad yourself.
This is my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Felt the morning sun and knew that this was my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Even got a kiss from you, I feel like hopping up and down like a kangaroo. Jumping fences, climbing trees, what pleases me is what I'll do. 'Cause this is my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Everyone's entitled to be wild, be a child, be a youth, raise a roof. Once a year. This is my once-a-year day, once-a-year day. Once a year for jumping fences.
found the body, so they poured the bridge and held this funeral of the second peer on the Illinois side. Oh, it's terrible.
They bring people together.
They sure do.
I never thought you was aware I was alive till today.
Oh, how could I miss you? You're the kind that stands out in a crowd. You know what I mean? You know what else? That is a mighty nifty outfit you got on there.
Oh, it's just casual. Brad, what did your girlfriend say?
Oh, her and me hardly talk anymore. We're total strangers.
You don't?
Oh, certainly not.
You know what? Something I like about you. You got such a swell brain.
So do you.
You're a snappy dresser, too.
Oh, I get around.
I go for that.
I go for you.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Her is the kind of doll that drives a fellow bats. Isn't her?
Her is.
Her has the kind of shape that really is the cat's. Hasn't her?
Her has.
I've seen girls east to the west have done have what her has. Yes, I have seen what the best have, but you have twice as much as the rest have. There is a snappy dresser that is dressed to kill. Isn't her?
Her is.
There is the only doll from which I get a thrill. Isn't her?
Her is.
Is running away, but her sure can't run. Gonna get her yet. I'm gonna get her yet.
When you first come here after that picnic last week, she says to me, don't be a pest. Don't talk so darn much. And it might be worse if I didn't talk at all, hey Sid?
You're right.
I always say a railroad man can't be too much of a darn pest, 'cause he ain't home enough.
You go out on your run tonight, don't you?
Yes, off to Milwaukee though, Connie. Say, here's something you don't see every day.
I agree. What is it?
A petrified bat.
Now, Pop, Sid is not interested in petrified bats.
Well, what the heck? I didn't say he was.
I know you.
Oh, the tyranny of women.
Too bad.
Well, I better get my things. Old number 15 waits for no man.
Pop belt your ears off?
He's a great guy. I like him. But I like you better.
No. Wait till Pop goes out. Are you hungry?
Not exactly hungry. Not for what you mean, anyways.
Oh, you. Here, have a root beer.
Thanks.
Say, Sid, you like stamps?
Pop!
Even if you don't, this is something that should be interesting to anybody.
Thanks.
2 sets of Mint Columbians. Plate blocks on every issue since 1919. Goodbye, Katie.
Bye, Pop.
Come around anytime, Sid.
Thanks. I'd like to. Well, now we can settle down for a nice long evening with the stamp album. Say, he has got a full set of Mint Columbians.
Sure he has. That's why I wear them sleep tight.
He's great, babe.
You're a good boy, Sid. He likes you too.
It feels good, babe. Feels like home.
I wonder if we've got any onions.
Onions?
I'm gonna make a Western. You want one?
That's my baby, boys. She wants a Western. No, honey, I do not want a Western. Food is not uppermost in my thoughts right now.
Guess you want some coffee too.
Nah, it keeps me awake. Hey, now cut that out.
What's the matter, lover?
I don't wanna talk small talk now that I'm alone with you. I don't wanna talk small talk. We've got bigger things to do. Let's not talk of the weather or the fashions for the fall. Why don't we stop all this small talk? I've got something better for your lips to do, and that takes no talk at all.
I'm gonna buy me a dressy dress. The one that I have is such a mess.
Small talk.
Who will you vote for next election? How do you like the stamp collection?
Small talk. Read in a book the other day that Hollywood's Swanee in early May, and horses whinny and donkeys bray, and furthermore, the pygmy tribes in Africa, they have a war.
No.
Yes. I don't wanna talk small.
What do you think they charge for that now?
Now that I'm alone with
Got
you,
so look ain't worth a darn now.
I don't wanna talk
Red with the winters are getting milder,
We've got bigger things to do.
and that the teenage kids are wilder.
Let's not talk of the
One of these days I'll paint the kitchen.
or the fashions for the
Give Pop to put a new light switch in.
Why don't we stop all this small
Like I was
talk?
saying,
I've got something
what I
better
mean is,
for
I'm
your
sorry.
lips to do. Hey, I love you. Darling,
Sid, there's something we need to talk about.
what?
I think you're wonderful, and I love you. But there's something that's gonna come between us.
Who?
Not any who. 7.5 cents.
Oh, that.
That contract, lover, that's important. Maybe we ought to face that before we...
Don't talk nonsense.
Sid, you mustn't treat me like a baby.
I'm not, darling.
I don't know why the union is so important to me, but it is. And that's why, no matter what's with this, I'm gonna be fighting for my side, and fighting hard.
All right. But how do you feel about me, babe?
I love you terribly.
If we both feel the same way about each other, isn't that enough?
You don't know me.
Babe, I love you.
All right, I can take it if you can.
I don't wanna talk small talk.
I've got something better for your lips to do, and that takes no talk at all.
Mr. Hasselcall, I spoke to him personally. He says he wants to meet with us in his office at noon tomorrow.
Does that mean we won?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Take it easy, May. He just wants to speak to us.
Should we wait for Babe?
What for? You know who she's out with, Mr. Somebody Special.
Babe's all right.
Well, I didn't say she wasn't, but she sure is busy these days.
Well, I don't think a girl should get too emotional over the man.
Well, Babe can take care of herself. The trouble is, when you start falling for the guy, how do you know how far you're going to fall?
Hello, babe. We're talking about you.
Why not?
Are you coming?
No, I've got a date.
Oh, well, have fun.
I will. Here I am. Hi.
Hi, did I keep you waiting?
That makes it much nicer when you get here.
I've got one more thing to do. You mind another 5 minutes?
I don't mind anything. I love you.
I love you more. Babe, are you happy?
I don't even touch the ground.
It's good, isn't it?
So good I can hardly believe it. Tell me.
Again?
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you more than all the heroes in all the history books.
Tell me.
What a woman, I'll tell you. There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slew the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
Tell me.
There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he gave his kingdom for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more. Love is a giant, fierce and defiant, but how can I prove it to you? Ain't got no kingdom, no dragon to back up my bragging. How can I show what I would do? I only know there once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he ate the apple for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as he. But me, I love you more.
There once was a woman who loved a man. He was one that she took poison for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. There once was a woman who loved a man. He was the one who spun the channel for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more. My love's meteoric, merely historic, a whirlwind, a cyclone on wheels. It rocks my whole solar plex planet, bigger than Texas. I just can't tell you how this feels. I only know there once was a woman who loved a man. Loved him enough to cause the chosen one. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she. But me, I love you more.
More than a hayman loves his rope.
More than Skeeter loves his slow.
More than an engine loves his scout.
More than Yoda loves his owl.
More.
More.
There once was a man who loved a woman. She was the one he slew the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she.
But me,
I love you more.
but me,
I love you more.
Mr. Hassler.
I'm steering clear of there. I'll go get my lunch.
Okay, Loretta.
Well, May. Howdy, Mabel. I hear you and Sid make a lovely couple on the dance floor.
Sure thing.
I told her we'd get no play.
Looks like another runaround, Press. He's a fighter, he says. What a line.
Should have heard of it.
Wait a minute, please. Mr. Hassler would like to speak to you again.
Or socks.
Well, May, quiet down.
I just want to add one thought. Let's not our journey with any hard feelings. We want to preserve that fine, sweet, tight spirit.
Well, that's real easy to say, Mr. Hassler, but we're not getting any place.
We're going backwards.
I didn't say no, I said not now.
Look, Mr. Hassler, this thing's been dragging on for months. The hope is getting mighty jumpy. Our patience is about wore out.
I want to be fair. You gotta understand.
Listen, Mr. Hassler, I'm going to tell you the plain truth. We know the company's doing one heck of a business. We might not have no high education, but we got eyes and we got ears.
Everybody in the industry has had a 7.5-cent raise.
As I said, I want to be fair. That's always been my policy. I say we've got examples. So I don't give you a yes, but I don't give you a no. I've got to think about this. And I've got to take this to war. And that's how we're going to leave it. Is that clear?
What now, Press?
Slow down.
Attaboy, Sid.
Gotta get started someplace.
There's the bell. This is what we've been waiting for.
Slow down. Babe, you're in charge of this room. Go to it. Slow down. Slow down.
Something's going on around here. Hey, you! What's going on around here? What are y'all doing?
I don't know, Mr. Heinze. I guess I'm just overwhelmed or something. Ever since lunch, I just can't get the hang of it.
Well, I got the hang of it. I'm gonna go see the new superintendent and find out what y'all are doing around here.
Now listen to me. It's a nice little show you're putting on here, but I don't like it. My job is to turn out goods, and that's what we're gonna do. You've got a contract. I didn't make it, but it's there. I can still hire and fire around this place, you know. Now let's go. You're fired.
I am?
Yeah.
That's fine. First vacation I've had in 3 years. I needed one. So long, girls.
Get Charlie. We'll be operating again in 15 minutes. Now clear out till I call you all back. Yeah, twice.
I'll fix it.
Better forget her with her nose in the too much in love to hear. Is it all going in one ear and out the other?
This is just going to be a short meeting because the Boilers Makers Local has a hall spoke for date. So them of you that want to get over to the tri-stage meet will have plenty of time. What's going on down at the plant, y'all know as well as I. And any union member who I run into from time to time that says, what good is the union and why should I pay my dues? Why, they should learn a mighty good object lesson. From where would they be in the fight for the 7.5 cent raise if it wasn't for this here union? We're sure as heck gonna get it. So leave us all remember that the union should be first and foremost in all of our minds and hearts, next only to our loved ones and the tiny tots and little kitties. Now, before we break up for the evening, we're gonna have ourselves a little entertainment. And I hope you're gonna show a special courtesy tonight, because a couple of the cutting room girls have worked up a night with Gladys Hotchkiss. And if these good folk are nice enough to come down here and do this act for y'all, why, the least y'all can do is not sneak out the back way like you did last time. Now this little number they did is something that's right on the nose, because it's about getting hot. And fellow union members, that's what we're doing, getting hot. this ain't a sociable. This is an official meeting.
May's got to keep her strength up.
But we can't just sit around here and do nothing. We gotta make plans. Hassler ain't gonna give in easy.
We've got to slow down.
Well, I mean like other things. Like, for instance, like why a suggestion from Jake Fondermeyer. He said when they was having trouble over the Ironclad overall factory, why, they spit tobacco juice in the back pockets of all the overalls.
I draw the line at chewing tobacco.
I wasn't suggesting that.
Well, how about if the Packers put a size large bottom with a size small tops and stuff like that?
Sure, now that's what I mean. That's constructive. That is clear thinking.
Hello? Oh, sure. Sure, I recognize your voice.
But that wouldn't take effect soon enough.
Well, I suppose not.
Yes, I am.
Let's be practical.
Oh, I'm going to break down and have another root beer.
No, I can't talk now. I've been away 3 days.
We got to put the screws on them now, not later.
Look, I have several people here. It wouldn't do any good anyhow. So goodbye. I'm sorry.
They've been saying, oh, look, I don't want to get Babe in trouble, but...
What trouble can you get me into? I'm fired already.
Well, the union ought to do something about that.
If she hadn't stood right up and said she did it, well, we could have. Well, when somebody up and admits they've been busting up union property, look, there's a confidence inside this here committee. Some of the buttons ain't been sewed on too well. Wait till the salesman comes screaming back to Hassler.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Mr. Williams.
Hiya, honey.
Hiya, Pop.
Don't let me interrupt.
How was your trip?
Dirty. Got another hot box. On the siding for 25 minutes.
Well, that's about it anyhow.
Sure.
Well, let's all be thinking of ways to jam things up.
Much obliged for the root beer.
That's all right.
What do you mean you gotta go?
Well, listen, May, my girl be raising all kind of ruckus.
You should have thought about that before.
Look, I'll take you home.
Don't bother.
May, but there could be prowlers out there.
Decent ones, I hope.
Come on, Joe.
Say, I stopped in down at the drugstore for a soda just now. Guess who I ran into?
Old man Hassler and Rita Hayward?
No, Sid.
Sid? What's he up to?
The way I got it, he's just been phoning you, or something of that kind. What happened between you two?
Never mind, Pop.
That's what I told Sid. I told him, forget it, come on up.
Pop, you're too fresh!
That boy don't feel good about something.
Neither do I.
Come on in, Sid.
Yes, do come in.
Make yourself to home.
Have you really been away?
Sure. I went to Chicago to visit the Lincoln Park Zoo.
Just because we're on different sides, is that any reason for you and me to get all balled up?
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Not to me, it doesn't. What kind of queen are you anyways?
Haven't you heard? I'm the local sweetheart of 343 garment workers in North America. My gosh, Sid, I warned you, I told you. You know, I happen to think there are certain things a person has to stand for in this life. But I guess you forgot all about that.
I forgot nothing. They pay me to run the factory.
So run the factory. You stick to your side and I'll stick to mine.
Listen, Miss Williams. I love you. Corny, ain't it? Did you hear me?
Yes.
Babe, can't you see my side of it? I was a cutting room foreman when I bluffed my way into this job, and I'm fighting to stay here. And now that I've got you in my plans, well, I'm fighting even harder.
Watch those hands, Tycoon.
Well, here we are.
What you got there, Pop? Your stand album?
Don't get excited. If Sid doesn't want to look at it, or he don't have to. No law against my look at it, is there?
Fitz Sid likes stands. He told me so. Don't you, Sid?
Yeah, I was looking at it just the other night.
Sure, there's universal appeal in stamps. I knew you'd be interested.
Sid's very interested, but me, I'm just plain bushed. So you don't mind if I run off to bed?
Run along, honey. Good night, dear.
Yeah, sleep well.
Thanks.
Sid, suppose we start with the Pan American issue.
I guess that's as good a place to start off as any.
Hey there, you with the
feelings.
Mr. Hines, we didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal, Mr. Hines.
Oh, but it cuts like a knife. I have a notion to throw away my stopwatch and give it all up.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, we let you try this all over again.
Where's Mr. Hessler?
Thought you were in Peoria.
I am for Mr. Hessler and I get Peoria. Don't tell me you're part of the slog. Never mind, I'll find it myself.
Did you hear that?
You seemed awfully upset.
He accused me of a slowdown.
Not you.
Me. Man who's lived his life by the clock.
We're sorry, Mr. Hines. We'll be good. Sure.
I'm a time study man, and a time study man can't waste time. For a time study man to waste time is a crime. So I'm ruled by tick-tick-tock, and I live my life by the clock. I live my life by the tick-tick-tock of the clock. When I go to sleep, I don't undress. Oh yes, I sleep in all my clothes. I must confess, you say a strange way to behave. Well, I'll admit that my suit gets mussed and it gathers mud and it picks up dust. But think of the time we save.
Think of the time he saves.
My alarm clock rings 6 a.m. And then right there in bed I shave. That's what I said. While I am still in bed I shave. Well, my lavender drips and my bed gets wet. And oh, what a lousy shave I get. But think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tempest future. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
How I love to sit and watch the seconds multiply at breakfast time. I grab a bowl, and in that bowl I place one egg, then add some juice, a poor excuse for what I crave. And then I add some oatmeal too, and it comes out tasting just like glue. But think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tempest future. Tick-tock, tick-tock, time goes by.
I'll be sitting counting seconds till the day I die. And when I do, I have a plan. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. That's what I said. Before I'm dead, I'll dig my grave. For when St. Peter calls my name, I will get there just the same. Think of the time I save.
Think of the time he saves.
Teenage girl confesses.
I can't help it. It's a slowdown.
Teenage boy attacks school teacher.
They'll get pajamas elsewhere if we don't make deliveries. Well, that's not my department.
Oh no, teenage sex orgies revealed. Now isn't that terrible?
Oh, buddy. They sure have more fun nowadays than when I was a kid.
Good morning, Mr. Hassler.
Morning. A slowdown like this proves what I've been saying for years. Nobody's interested in working.
That's
The
right.
whole country's on the skids. Here I am, right now, with employees openly defiant to top management.
Look, Mr. Hassler, maybe if we offer a compromise.
Not until there's ice in Hades. I'm a fighter, Sir Logan.
We've got hundreds of orders to get out.
That's right, Mr. Hassler. Here's a letter from Marks and Klein over to Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Marks and Klein. Those darn pirates, darn communists, want the price cut, I suppose?
Well, they say unless we take care of this shipment.
Now, Mabel, don't stand there and tell me about Marks and Klein. I've been dealing with these bums for 20 years now.
But Mr. Hassler, they say...
I've been looking for you, Mr. Hassler!
Why aren't you out on the territory? What are you doing here?
Because of what happened in Peoria!
Push me.
Hey, the elevator stuff.
Hey, Hines, what size are you?
Size? What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? The elevator stuff.
You look like a medium. I'm a medium.
What on earth is going on around here?
Take off your pants.
I'll do no such thing.
Mr. Hassler, this is a life and death situation for the Sleep Tight Pajama organization. I want him to model these pajamas.
Hines, take your pants off.
Okay, Chief. Hell, me, honest?
Soft for sleep tight, mister.
Hines, put the pajamas on.
Okay, Chief, but I'm a very busy man. I'm a time study man, not a model.
Hurry up. Let's get this over with.
What a day!
Now, Mr. Hassler, I want you to get the picture. Here I am in Peoria. Charlie Robertson. I'm sure these pants are Charlie Robertson. Now, I'm not one of those type salesmen police and half. And when there's a showroom, I do exactly what Heinz does. I want pants.
Of course. What beautiful style. What more do you want?
Now, wait. Here I am in Peoria. Charlie Robertson and his two buyers are very impressed and ready to buy. You get the picture?
Go on, go on. I hope there's a point to all this.
Now, Heinz, stand up, take a deep breath, and stick out your stomach.
This is truly ridiculous.
Now, everybody bear in mind, I got these pants right out of stock, right out of the box. Go on, Heinz, breathe.
Breathe. He said to breathe.
Okay, Chief.
Hurry up. Let's get this over with, whatever it is. Oh my gosh!
No, leave him there.
What are you doing? Playing games, lady?
Mr. Hines, really?
Let me see those.
They're all like that. Boxes and boxes of them.
What's the meaning of all this? Who did this?
Somebody's got quite a sense of humor.
What?
2 threads in every waistband button.
What do you mean?
2 threads. They're not sewed on. Somebody's being very cute.
Cute. Sabotage! Open rebellion!
Then again, it might just be a coincidence.
Put your pants on!
Okay, Chief.
Now, Mr. Hassler, and this letter from Marks and Klein.
Don't bother me with any letters from Marks and Klein or anybody else.
Finish your story. What did that Robertson do when your pants fell down?
Man, there's no sense of humor.
Hold all orders so I can get down there and check out the stock. Come on, Max.
They think they can pull this kind of trickery with Marvin Hassler? They've got another thing coming to them. I'm a fighter. Pirates, armed communists. Hines, put on your pants, you idiot. Listen, I want a time report on each individual worker. There, got it. Everything. Remember, tomorrow morning, I've got a meeting with the board of directors.
Yes, sir. The books are already set.
2 threads. That's right. 2 threads.
We're gonna have to call an awful lot of orders.
How many?
They're gonna let us know. Clear out for a while, will you, Mabel?
Oh, sure. I'll go get something to settle my stomach.
Give me your engine. Here, have it ready for tomorrow morning. That'll be all.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Hassler,
Yes?
I'd like to make a pitch.
Pitch. All right, pitch ahead.
Before we get started, let me make my position clear. I'm for the company first, last, and always. But labor troubles have got to end in one way. Compromise.
Sorokin, you've been around here a long time. To learn something by now. But you seem a little slow. I told you, I'm a fighter.
Yes, but...
Don't waste your breath on me. Keep your dukes up. I'm a fighter.
Toots up, what does that mean?
Oh, Mr. Hassler wants me to take up boxing lessons.
You certainly are a character.
And I'd like to get some information from you too, Glass.
What kind?
Double entry.
Well, you're not gonna get any information, so there.
Oh, come on. I'm a desperate man, and I'd hate to ask a cute kid like yourself.
Sid, dear, you wouldn't ask me to violate a trust now, would you?
I sure would, if it would help unsnarl things around here.
Why is that so important?
Because my future depends on the titanic struggle for Pajama survival.
You're a scream!
And I just feel if I could do a little bookkeeping.
Oh, no, not that.
Oh, come on now. I wouldn't ask you to show it to me.
No. Besides, it's locked anyhow.
Well, I know a sexy dame who'd lend me the key.
You think so?
Well, it might be fun trying to persuade her.
Well, it might be fun trying to be persuaded. Only you'd be awfully sore when you didn't get it.
Oh, no, Gladys. I'm all grown up.
Ah, quit kidding me. Well, I gotta go.
Well, wait.
What?
How about going out tonight?
I hope you weren't serious about getting that key.
Nah, I'm not serious about nothing. You're busy, huh?
No, and I sure would like to, but... Oh, gee, where will you take me?
Any place you want to go.
I know a wonderful joint. I know a dark, secluded place, a place where no one knows your face, a glass, a wine, a fast embrace. You're in Fernando's hideaway, ole. All you see are silhouettes, and all you hear are castanets, and no one cares how late it gets. You're in Fernando's hideaway, ole. And a golden finger bowl or any place
get that key.
You'll never get my key.
Gladys, they're gonna hear you.
You think I'm terrible, don't you?
Hi, I thought you two was bowling.
We was.
Who won?
Babe wanted to come here.
I thought you were message to somebody. Did you bowl good, babe?
No.
We was gonna get thrown out anyways. Heinz came in and started raising all kind of ruckus.
Come on, let's dance.
You're coming to the union rally, aren't you, babe?
Well, sure, what do you think? What's the matter, Sid?
I don't feel so good.
You sick, you mean?
Nah, not sick. Just kind of depressed.
Don't be repressed. Look what I'm giving you. See? Take it.
This is a lousy trick, Gladys.
I'll just lend it to you, but you gotta give it back to me in the morning, and you can't tell anybody.
Thanks a heck of a lot.
Oh, hello, babe.
Yeah, hello.
Sid and I are just so friends.
Yes, you care to join us?
No, thank you. Gladys, I came here to tell you that Heinz is out for blood. Heinzie. He came over to the bowling alley looking for you. He knows you're with Sid, and he's got a knife. He's always got a knife. He's living in the past. That's not healthy. Do you think so, Sid? Look, I didn't come here to be funny, and I don't come here because I'm craving your company or wanting to join your party or anything like that. I came here to tell you he's dangerous, Gladys. He talks dangerous, but he isn't. I think I'll take a nap.
Babe, please.
Oh dear, a fallen woman, that's what I am.
It's gonna be all right, Gladys. I'm gonna get Prez to take you home.
And Mr. Hester ever finds out that I love my kid.
He won't find out. Prez,
Oh yeah, Sid.
pay up for me and take Gladys home, would you?
Gladys? Sure, Sid. I'll be glad to.
I've got some important bookkeeping to do.
Her's the cutest one.
I remember you.
You have got class, honey. Her is the cutest one.
No, him is the cutest one.
What?
You corn-fed Romeo! I know what goes with you all right, all right. You snake in the grass. It doesn't matter to you if you break a person's heart. I'll claw your eyes out.
I see you. You don't need to drop anything.
You abandoned woman! You hussy!
After the way you behave, taking your hands off and meet your answers all that. Take your hands off
Charlie.
There's a committee from the union downstairs to see you.
Yeah, I know. I sent for him.
Been here all night?
That's no joke. I sure have. Let me speak to Mr. Hassler. And what's more, I think I've got something.
Take it easy.
Could you come up to my office right away? It's pretty important. Thanks. Come in. Sorry to pull you out this early, Perez, but I wanted to talk to you before you had your rally.
Oh, that's all right, Sid.
I think I've got a hold of some facts that may straighten up this mess.
Well, it better be quick. Either we get the 7.5 cent raise or we strike. Darn right!
Well, what I want to ask is, will you keep your rally going so I can get down there and talk to you?
What about?
About solving this thing.
Well, there ought to be a time limit.
Well, listen. You're having a parade, right?
Sure are.
That'll give me enough time. I'll be down there.
Well, that's fair enough.
Oh, Miss Williams.
We'll wait for you downstairs, babe.
I know explanations are lousy.
Oh, no, Sid.
Babe, please. You gotta let me say.
I don't want an explanation. It's humiliating.
But you mustn't think.
I don't think anything. I don't care. Sid, if it's about you and Gladys, it's none of my business.
But it is your business.
Oh, the heck with that. I'm talking about something bigger.
Well, this is just great. Can't we talk and make any sense anymore?
I don't see how. Not until this is over.
I've been eating mud long enough. I've had it.
What do you suggest, Sid?
Meet me after the rally.
I can't. I have a date.
Well, that's that.
I'll break it.
Now, Gladys, just calm yourself. I'll pull Vernon aside and tell him the whole story. In the meantime, here's your key.
Listen, I thought I heard something.
Hide to you, maniac! You fool!
I told you I thought I heard something.
You heard something, all right. I'm sure glad he's got that out of his system.
How do we know that he has? How do we know?
Now, Gladys, just calm down. Calm down. It's gonna be all right. I'll fix that, baby.
I hope this call turns out to be important. Well, that's not nice. I don't like this. That's company property, Sir Rogan.
I better explain, Mr. Hassler.
Oh, I think somebody better. What the heck? They're trying to murder me.
I'll stop that.
Go for the head, quick.
Yes, sir.
Is this Chicago gangsters?
I don't think so, Mr. Hassler.
Don't argue with me. See those knives? It's the work of foreigners.
But Mr. Hassler.
It's the Chicago gangsters.
Mr. Hassler,
Listen. They're marching.
it's the union rally. They're going to have a parade.
Honey, what are you doing here? On the job, man. This place is full of gangsters. They're out to murder me.
They're not after you, Mr. Hassler. They're after me.
Talk. Why doesn't somebody do something? Get me the place.
You wouldn't want to arrest Hines now, would you?
Hines?
He was trying to kill me.
He was? Hines, suppose you'd succeeded. Suppose you'd hit him. And me right here in the middle of labor troubles.
I could have hit him if I wanted to. I was just trying to scare him.
Is this what you called me up here about? To risk my life?
No.
Well, I don't like to get involved with these personal matters.
Mr. Hassler, I called you up to my office because there's going to be a strike today. Unless you listen to me.
I told you I'm a fighter.
So am I.
What?
Gladys, have his head patched up.
All right, Vernon.
Take your hands off me, woman, because I'm a fighter, I am.
Come on, Tiger.
Mr. Hassler, I'm going before the board of directors.
You're what?
If I can't find any other way to solve this thing.
Solve what? You know, sometimes I think you just don't pay attention.
I've been up with your ledger.
What did you say?
I apologize. I know you didn't hire a safecracker, but I had to get some facts. I've been through your books.
You mean to say that you went...
That 7.5 cents was added to the cost 6 months ago.
I could put you in jail for this. Put you in jail!
No, you can't. But you can give me that raise. or I'll go before the board and tell them the situation, and tell them of all the orders you've canceled.
Not one darn one!
Read your mail. There's a dozen cancellations. Just yesterday, Mabel was talking to you about Marks & Klein. And if this operation folds up, well, I fold up with it. And I don't want to do that. So do me a favor. Sit down and talk to me.
That's 260 weeks, times 40 hours every week, and roughly 2¼ hours overtime, and time and a half for overtime, comes to exactly $840.74. That's enough for me to get an automatic washing machine, a year's supply of gasoline, carpeting for the living room, not to mention a 40-inch television set. So,
That's 520 weeks times 40 hours every week at 2¼ hours overtime at time and a half for overtime comes to exactly $1,705.48. That's enough for me to buy a trip to France across the sea, a motorboat with water ski, maybe even a foreign car. Not to mention a Scrabble board with letters made of gold. So, 7 and a half cents doesn't buy anything. 7 and a half cents doesn't mean a thing, but give it to me every
That's 1,705 weeks.
Times 40 hours every week.
At roughly 2¼ hours overtime,
At time and a half for overtime.
comes to exactly
$3,411.
96 cents.
That's enough for me to be assaulted in a town, in every room a different doll.
We can settle this strike.
What?
Sleep Tight can offer you a compromise.
Well, how?
Mr. Hassel will give you that 7½ cents if you give up your claim to retroactive pay.
We ain't giving up nothing.
No, wait a minute, Sid. I don't know.
Well, I do. We won.
Yeah, we won! Hey, Hassler's talking. He's at the rally. Hooray! Come on, everybody, let's go!
Told you this play was full of symbolism, didn't I?
Sid, I could kiss you. You've been wonderful.
Oh, I wouldn't want to be kissed for settling no strike. Of course, if it's anything personal.
Oh, very personal.
I prefer to think of it as embarrassing.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me.
I love you.
Tell me more.
What a man. I'll tell you. The lion loves her cub.
More than a lion loves his mom.
More than a flounder loves his fin.
More than a gazelle loves his gin.
More.
More. More. Just as a man loved a woman. She was the one he seen the dragon for. They say that nobody ever loved as much as she.
But me.
I love you more.
But me.
I love you more.
They'll never last. But for now, we want to take you to one of the town's most prestigious social gatherings, where Mr. Hassler and the union have got together to throw a party to celebrate the settling of our big strike. We've been told to dress for the occasion.
Attention, attention! Stand back, boy! Quiet! Quiet! Stand back! Quiet! Quiet!
Now, Max,
Yes, Savage?
I just want to say one word.
Okay,
My fellow sleep tighters, this demonstration of harmony in our factory hit something deep inside of me. And I know that this party of yours will be a complete success. Why? Because it stems from the genuine sleep tight spirit of solidarity. Oh,
Hey! We're all sure glad about that, MH. And now, on with our little tribute, Sleep Tight Pajamas. And now, on with our Sleep Tight Fashion Parade. Wear Sleep Tight at all
Now I trust her night and day, and that's true love the sleep tight way.
And another point, sleep tight is economic.
Married life is lots of fun.
Two can sleep as cheap as one. The pajama game is the game we're in, and we're proud to be in the pajama game. We love it, we can hardly wait to break it, get to work it. Nothing's quite the same as a pajama game.